everybody. Well, here we are again. We have an Omicron variant of COVID-19 that's been identified, and we have confirmed cases in Canada. I'm not particularly worried about this, and I'm very well aware of the fact that this could be the famous last words that haters use against me forever, but I'm not saying it's not a big deal. I'm just trying to do something we're all going to have to do, and we're all going to have to get used to doing, which is waiting. You know, I remember, I'm going to break the fourth wall here just a bit on journalism. About 21 months ago, my editor, Rob Roberts at the Post, had said to me, is this COVID thing going to fizzle out in China, or is it going to be real? Again, this would have been late January, early February. We didn't know. And we were stuck in this place of not knowing. We were trying to figure out, how do you responsibly cover something like that? If you lean into it and then it fizzles, well, then you've contributed to a hysteria. If you don't report it enough and it ends up becoming what it became, then you have downplayed it and you have not done your public duty keeping people informed. When you are in an unknown like this, it is a really difficult balance to strike. I think we did okay on that. I mean, at least we tried. Now that we are kind of again in this situation, we are kind of back in that February, late January, early February 2020 place. What is the responsible reaction to this? What is the right way to feel about it? What is the right way to respond? These are actually, I think, different questions. I think the responsible thing to do is to keep doing what you've been doing. You know, if you were vaccinated, good for you. If you're eligible for a booster, get a booster. You know, use good common sense public health practices when warranted. That's what you should do. How you should feel? I think we have to get used to this. You know, we spent 103 years waiting for the next big Spanish flu to come, and it, thus far, touch wood, hasn't. That doesn't mean eventually it won't. It just means it hasn't happened yet. And this puts us in a really difficult place to be psychologically. Human beings are not good at maintaining a high degree of vigilance. And right now, people are going to want to veer into two camps, insist it's absolutely nothing to worry about. Anyone who's upset about it is an idiot or a tool of the Illuminati or whatever. And then there's going to be the other people who are going to massively overreact and say, shut society down, lock everything down again. We have smart people looking very closely at this. We're going to know in a few weeks, maybe not even that long, if Omicron presents any kind of novel threat or if it's just more of the same that we're already mostly defeating here. We have vaccines that for now work. We have therapeutic drugs coming out. We have case numbers going up in many parts of the country, but hospitalization numbers aren't coming up because we're learning to tame this thing. So long as Omicron doesn't necessarily change that game, we're going to beat this thing, and we're going to beat it really soon. In some parts of the country, you might already largely be done with it. What are we going to expect from our governments? I would hope for vigilance. I would hope for caution. I would hope for prudence, and I would hope for no overreaction. We need about a week, again, maybe 2 weeks, to find out if this thing is new and novel and mutated enough to actually pose a new threat. In the meantime, let's keep our guard up. Let's keep our morale high. Let's just wait and see what happens. And let us hope, if it does become a serious situation, that our governments have learned some lessons these last 21 months. I'm not betting the proverbial farm on that, but it would be nice to think that maybe somewhere along the way, they've picked up a lesson or two.